super cute. Hi everyone, so let's get into this braiding here. So I am refreshing my Boho Bohemian braids. I have had them in already for about 6 weeks, and so now I'm just going to show you guys how I refresh the perimeter of my hair and how to braid it. So basically we're just going to take one piece of knotless hair and we're going to take 2 thin pieces of human hair like this, and we're gonna just match them together about 1 inch to 2 inches, where I match the knotless and the human hair together when I'm at the front pieces or my finer pieces of my hair. Because my hair is more of a 3C 2B on the perimeter and more of a 4A in the middle, I definitely want to make sure that I'm always keeping my hair protected. So now you're going to feed in just a little bit of that human hair. When I'm braiding the hair, I will braid down about 2 or 3 times, and then I'll take a piece of the human hair, move it out of the way, and then proceed to braid down 2 or 3 times, adding in another piece of human hair. And then placing it in between my index finger and my thumb. And honestly, because of the way I braid, I don't really care if I put the human hair at the top of the braid or the back of it. When I feed it in, it's pretty seamless regardless, so it doesn't really matter to me. We're going to take a piece of human hair, move it out of the way, and then we're going to start braiding all the way down. Again, we're going to take a piece of that human hair about 2 inches down and then braid it in. And then once I get to a place where I want to take some human hair, I will take the piece, put it behind my ear or your clip, it doesn't matter, just anything that will help. And then you want to start braiding down again. In my front pieces, usually when I take a piece of human hair out, I like to immediately add a piece of human hair in. Now you can see I'm getting closer to the end, and I like to just take a little bit of a thicker piece, and then I will braid down, and then again take probably a thinner piece or separate what I have in my hair already, just so that braid doesn't go from really thin to super thick and then it looks odd, and then when you brush your hair, all of this hair comes out. You want it to be one cohesive piece of hair. Now I'm getting to the end of the braid. I'm gonna find the piece of knotless hair that I have left at the edge or at the end, and I'm going to wrap it around the hair. So you see there's a piece of the knotless hair, and we're just going to wrap it around and tie it. And the key here is to not pull your entire piece of braid all the way down. You want to pinch it and then do the knot, because honestly you will tear your hair. Okay, honestly I will say you need to twist up your edges. I have finer hair. If you don't want to, by all means. I'm just saying I think you need to twist up your edges. Even if you feel like, girl, I got 4C hair, I don't need to twist it up. Trust me, if you still want to have edges later in life, personally, I would twist up your edges, okay? And when you put your braids down, it falls seamlessly and you can't really tell it. Okay, now I'm going to be braiding the top of, or the last piece of my hair. I like to braid on the scalp almost like a cornrow, as opposed to using like just a regular box braid technique and pulling the hair away from the scalp. Again, I think that's what really helps save my hair in general, and it allows you to put more pieces at the start of the hair and it looks fuller in the front. So again, just taking a piece of that human hair out of the way, adding another piece right where you see my thumb and my index finger pinching. You're going to move in that piece of the human hair, and then you're gonna match it with with your real hair and then braid down a few. Where I'm pinching my thumb, that's where I'm going to add in the new hair. And then as I braid down 2, 3, 4 times, I'm going to take the human hair piece, move it out of the way, and then connect another piece of human hair and braid it all the way down. And pause it wherever you need to. This is a more advanced technique, so really give yourself some grace and try it out a couple of times. It's not going to be perfect every time. So next I'm going to move this human piece out of the way and add in another piece. This is where you want to put the piece of hair, between your thumb and your index finger. Say your human hair is 24 inches, you want to take 4 on one side and 20 on the other and have that pinched between your index finger and your thumb. So this is what it looks like when it's all braided up and refreshed. Again, I just did the outer braids and the crown of my head. Now we're going to braid it up because I'm going to dip the hair and come back. Taking the sections of the braids that I dipped and unbraiding the bigger sections of the braids and then detangling piece by piece. So I use an Unbrush, then I also use a fine tooth comb. I know the braid is fully detangled when I can easily brush through or comb through with a fine tooth comb. So the mixture that I'm using in the spray bottle is water and leave-in conditioner, and I'm going to show you guys what I use right now. This is the Bread leave-in conditioner. I really like to use it. It's the first time I used it on my entire head, and honestly I thought it did really well. So I used just a little scoop and then some water, shook it up, and then I sprayed it all throughout my hair. And it helped it become super easy to detangle. As you can see, I was able to just kind of run through it with a fine tooth comb. Now I'm just cutting up some of the ends before I braid everything up and go to bed. After I trim up the ends, I'm gonna go through and use my Unbrush. The reason why I use my Unbrush is because I really want to make sure that I have all of the loose hair out, because that is what really, to me, helps the braid stay in longer. If you just add in a ton of hair and then it looks beautiful, of course, but then you're sad because all of this hair is coming out, it's more than likely because you added too much. I wanted to show you all what it looks like when you find a piece like that and then you just re-tie it and then it's good to go. Now I'm finishing everything off with lining up my new hair that I installed, cutting off the ends, and then I'm gonna just braid it back up. And I don't want to cut too much of the ends because it is wavy, and as it dries I could cut too much and it'd be uneven and then I would honestly cry. So I'm just gonna cut a lot of the ends, shape them up, give them some volume and some texture, braid it up, and go to bed. Oh, last thing I forgot, I use a little bit of this edge wax because I'm refreshing the braid, so I just really add that onto the top of the hair and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Y'all, I'm actually so happy how they turned out. It's really, really pretty. I'm just gonna cut up and shape up the ends again because I realized some of the hair on one side is a little bit looser, and I think that's because I didn't braid as tight. Like I braided really tight on one side and loose on another. But anyways, it's so cute. Let me know if you guys have any other questions, if there's something I missed I need to add or make another video.